Andy, drama, drama, drama at the end there. A very valuable point. What was your take?
I thought it was an entertaining game if you weren't a manager for both teams, that's for sure. Um, I, I thought we could have probably had our noses in front a little bit more at half time, and we didn't. And then we give them a goal, which was a carbon copy of last week, which really frustrated me. A little bit of a mix up in the wide area, blah blah blah, goal. So that gave them a lift, and then it was going to be hard. The wind going down this way. I knew it was going to be tough, um, but we kind of, we just kind of made a couple of fundamental errors. I mean, Carl Cameron's give a penalty away, which is, you know, schoolboy error by him. He knows that. Um, but it's going to be twists and turns. There's going to be stuff going on at every game around the country now at this stage. And we found a way again. We found a way. We kept puffing and puffing. This team never seemed to give up. These boys never give up. And we got the draw, which it feels like a win because when you're that deep into injury time, you just want to salvage something out of the game. And that could be a very important point for us, like some of the other draws.
Just talking of that first half, it was a really positive first half. I saw your reaction to that equalising goal for Barnet. You were really frustrated because you felt we were better than that.
Well,
half time.
it wasn't even a danger. It was a in a wide area, right on the touchline, and one player's stayed with the thrower, and the other one hasn't stayed with the runner. It's a basic error by us, which shouldn't happen, and it happened at Barrow last week. So that was frustrating. That really annoyed me. Because other than that, they hadn't really created anything, in my opinion. And I thought we was really good first half. Then we give them a lift. But it was a good game, and it was a game that we've got something out of, thank God. It's going to be tough coming to Barnet. It's not easy. Dino knows how to set his team up. He's a competitive manager. His team's a competitive team. Both benches are competitive, and both teams are trying to get the win. No one's kind of trying to get the draw. So it's always a tough place to come, and it's a really good point for me.
Nicky Kabamba with the opening goal for us, and possibly the most old-fashioned centre-forward style goal that you'll see. Just holding off his man with his back to goal. A great finish.
Exactly that, Matt. And I say it all the time. If you pull the trigger in around the box, anything can happen. Deflections and bodies in the way of the goalie, and we have to make sure we keep doing that. So that was a good goal. And then listen, we've got the Cinderella story at the end, George.
We do indeed. Let's talk about that then, because he must have been on the pitch for about 2 minutes. He came on, and 30 seconds later, he scores.
Yeah, I just said to the big fella, it was just throw caution to the wind. I was thinking about chucking Omar up top, and I've got a 6'3" striker on the bench that's a kid. That's I said, just go and cause havoc. Just go and cause havoc. Go and get us a goal, and get us out of a bit of a problem. And I was delighted for him because he's a fantastic kid. He's been training with us recently, and he's gone and salvaged the day. And it's a really lovely story for him, his family, and for me. Really, another 18-year-old that I put in the team and it's come up trumps.
I was just going to say that in your time here, you've done that with numerous academy players, but it's another proud moment for the academy.
Proud moment for the academy and proud moment for the staff. I'm not going to take the credit for it. The academy staff that have worked with George and nurtured him, and also the loan teams that have had him. He's had a tough season with injuries. He had a couple of loans and that, and so we've got to thank the loan system and the loan teams that have helped him on his journey. He's off the mark, and that's a really positive thing for the young man.
Perhaps not the second half that you wanted up until that point, but character in its droves once again from the team.
Yeah, it wasn't the second half I wanted, and the sending off always causes a problem, and it was a sending off, and I know the player, he's a decent human being. I know it wasn't done with any nastiness, but that's the rules. I'm going to appeal for anything like that against my players. It galvanised him though, and we struggled, and then we give away a penalty, which is a stupid penalty to give away.
Let's talk about the support, because we haven't got an exact number, but away to our right, that was possibly some of the best support we've had on the road this year.
No, we don't get that result without them. No doubt about that. And I know I hear managers do interviews every week about they fluff the crowd up about this, that. We don't get that result without them. And they kept going and kept pushing this team. And they as much got us the goals as George. They were brilliant. And I was super proud today to be manager of this club, because I said I think it might have been Byron or Cheeky on the side before the game. I remember coming here when we probably had about 400 or 500 fans, maybe not even that, Matt, probably about 120 when I first got manager of this club. We're taking probably 1,500 there today, maybe more, I don't know. It's fantastic, and we're grabbing the hearts and minds of Bromley people, and I'm chuffed to come out and support today, really am.
Very well said. And we need all of them and their friends and family to join us on Tuesday, don't they?
Don't know if we're better squeeze me, will we?
Shrewsbury, the visitors, a good result for them today against Tranmere. So another tough, we say every
They're
week,
all
another tough game.
They're all tough. They all have twists and turns. I mean, I've looked at the results today. There's twists and turns everywhere. There'll be twists and turns. It's another game gone and another game that we're still where we are. You know, so we just got to keep going. It's heart in your mouth time, isn't it, for everyone?
Well, Andy, buckle up. Let's enjoy it. Thanks for your time.
Oh, I'm certainly enjoying it, that's for sure.